Today, we're diving into a question that few ever ask. How did one of Europe's most powerful states disappear? We're not talking about some small kingdom. We're talking about Prussia, a military, political, and cultural force that shaped modern Germany, and then simply vanished. Prussia. When you hear that name, maybe you think of strict generals, marching boots, and perfect military formations. And you wouldn't be wrong. Prussia was a symbol of discipline, efficiency, and war. In the 18th and 19th centuries, under rulers like Frederick the Great, it became a European powerhouse. A small state that beat bigger ones, outsmarted older ones, and expanded relentlessly. But then, the twist begins. In 1871, Prussia leads the unification of Germany. And it succeeds. Berlin becomes the capital of the newly formed German Empire. But here's the irony, at the moment of its greatest triumph, Prussia begins to fade. Why? Because the new German identity started to absorb everything Prussian. Prussia still existed on paper, as a state within the empire. But fewer and fewer people saw themselves as Prussians. They were becoming Germans. Then comes World War I. The German Empire loses. Prussia still exists, but weakened. And then comes Hitler. Now here's an important detail, the Nazis didn't like Prussia. Why? Because Prussia was full of old-school aristocrats, the old guard. Hitler wanted total loyalty, not Prussian generals with independent thinking. In fact, the plot to assassinate Hitler in 1944, known as Operation Valkyrie, was led by Prussian officers. When World War II ended, the Allies said, "Enough. Prussia must be erased." And so, in 1947, with a single administrative decision, Prussia was officially dissolved. You know the phrase, erased with an eraser? That's exactly what happened. No more Prussia. No flag. No army. In some parts of East Germany, even street names with Prussia were changed. Today, most people don't even know Prussia ever existed. Yet it was once a country that led wars, built universities, ruled massive territories. It shaped philosophy, military tactics, architecture. And now? Just a footnote in history. And that's exactly why this story deserves to be told. Because Prussia teaches us a lesson. There is no power, no army, no culture, that is eternal. Everything can disappear. That's why history matters. Not to mourn lost empires, but to understand the world we live in now. If you enjoyed this story, leave a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves forgotten history. And tell me in the comments. Did you know about Prussia before this video? And which forgotten country should we explore next? See you soon, right here on Treasury of Knowledge.